Hey ladies, it's Carl. Okay, so I don't have much time to shoot my video today. It's like literally 11 o'clock right now. I have 1 hour to get this up on the internet, find my videos, you know, do all that good stuff. And I'm just gonna blow through everything because I don't want to be late like every other butthole in this past week. So the first story isn't really a story, it's just me telling you guys I was completely wrong or absolutely the greatest person of all time because, you know that guy Bradley Manning? Actually turns out that he has a trial date. Or did he have a trial date, okay? Okay, listen my girls. So, I think the US government is just watching my videos and they heard my distaste over their, you know, not prosecuting this man and, you know, so they immediately got him a trial date. It's like June 8th or something. I don't have the facts on me right now. Don't got time for that shit. But he pled guilty to like 9 counts of something. I don't know what the counts were. But he did deny espionage, so that's pretty cool, you know. Just so you guys know. So the next story really, again, is not a story. It's just, I was really hoping it would be a story, but that guy, John Freshwater, who fucked up those kids with Christianity and some science class stuff, he went before the Supreme Court, but they didn't give me any results. I was really expecting them to have something back to me, but nah, they didn't get that. They didn't rule on that yet, so we don't know if that guy's, you know, got unconstitutional firing stuff going on, but, you know, whatever. I don't really care about him. And the last story is just to let you guys know that Hugo Chavez, the president for, like, what, 15 years of Venezuela, is dead, and he was a pretty great man, you know. When he was younger, he, you know, he was like the second of like 7 children, and what do you want, Jason?
What you doing, buddy?
I'm shooting my fucking video, get out of here.
Gonna be late. We're gonna laugh at you.
I'm gonna be late, because you're fucking here.
You're gonna die. Gonna find you.
So anyway, second of 7 children, he lived with his ultra-Christian grandmother. And a lot of people, including Thomas, actually, I thought he would be better informed, but he also thought that Hugo Chavez was like a terrorist or something, or like a dictator who was fucking up Venezuela. But it turns out that he was actually a very good man. He took over the government in 1998, actually, and he won very fairly. He got in. No, did he win fairly? I think he won fairly. It was a presidential election, right?
All right, there we go. Election.
Presidential election. So he won over the old class. You could kind of call it like giant dick fuck up the poor people party versus Hugo Chavez, who's kind of like, we need to, you know, fix all this shit. And he ran on a party. He ran on a platform of, yo, I'm for the poor and I'm for the middle class. I want to help you guys come back up because poverty rates are just like they were super high. People were just getting poorer and poorer, and the middle class was going into lower classes, and they were getting pretty fed up with the bullshit that these rich bureaucratic leaders who had been there for years and years and years, like decades since the birth of Hugo Chavez, had just been fucking this shit up. So Hugo Chavez comes in 1998, wins that election. All right, first thing he does, rewrites the Constitution. Right. Now, in doing this, he does what I think is one of the ballsiest and the greatest moves of all time, because usually you get 5 years as president in Venezuela, but Hugo Chavez changed it up so that they actually had to re-elect for every single seat. So he gave himself a chance to be taken down by the same people who have been fucking up Venezuela. Still won, alright? That's the greatest achievement of all. Like, all those human rights things that he did, all that stuff, where he saved all those poor people. I'm looking directly at you, Jason. Alright?
Look at the camera. I already went.
Alright? Yo, so I made Jason laugh so hard he spit like, what is this, like fruit juice on the floor? I don't know what it is, but he spit it everywhere, okay?
It's gonna be sticky tomorrow.
Yo, it's gonna be real sticky tomorrow, okay? Stop being a fucking slut, stop getting shit on the floor. But anyway, this second election was in 2000, and he, when he was remaking the Constitution, he, you know, like, made the terms longer for president, so now he had like 6 years to go each time he went. And long story short, over the next 12 years, he would just, like, pretty much bring poverty to almost an end. Like, Venezuela is just so much better now because of this man. And I really don't like, because he did two things that were kind of iffy. One, he kind of attacked the U.S. Not like Army-Navy attack, but he pretty much went, hey, U.S., the shit you're pulling in Afghanistan is kind of some bullshit. Like, stop killing civilians. And the U.S. is like, you're a dick, and kind of, like, led its people to believe that he was sort of a terrorist, or, like, a dictator or some evil asshole. And the second thing he did is he was kind of hating on the Jews a little bit. But I kind of see why he was hating on the Jews, because his grandmother was ultra-Christian, so he kind of came out super ultra-Christian. And, I mean, as a Christian, like, I was brought up as a Christian, I understand where you're coming from when you don't like on the Jews, because...
I don't.
I'm very much more open than you are, okay? I don't actually hate Jews. I just get why people could hate Jews. It's more like, it's kind of because... I don't know how to describe it. Jason cut me off and I lost my train of thought. Okay.
Racism.
Okay, so Jesus was a Jew, alright? And then the Jews kind of like, were like, yo, this is the guy that's gonna fuck you guys up, Roman army, and then the Romans just kind of killed Jesus, so I kind of get why Christians would be pissed off. I mean, you kind of kill their Messiah, Jewish people. Come on. But I don't agree with that. Do not quote me, alright? You motherfuckers quote me, I'll fuck you up! But so anyway, Hugo Chavez, great guy, did good things. Died 2 days ago? Yeah, 2. March 5th. Pretty bad thing, but the good thing is a lot of people came out and, you know, like, led his procession and stuff. So when he was buried a great man, and I really feel for this guy, because he's a good example of what happens when you put people who came up from poor beginnings into an office, because they really do help. You know, it's not like he just fucked over the high class and shit. I mean, they're probably not doing as good now as they were then, but they're probably not, you know, like, in bags on the streets or something. They're probably still pretty affluent. I doubt this guy just fucked him over. But, you know, he did fix shit, and I'm very thankful that this man existed, because Latin America could be just so much more fucked up. I think I just said Latin America. Yeah, I said Latin America. I don't know if Venezuela is in Latin America. I think it's in South America. Okay, it's in South America.
I think they're both part of Latin America,
you know,
aren't they?
Yeah. What it is, what I got. But so anyway, that was your Thursday video. Have a good weekend. Lastly, here's some shout-outs. Shout out to Jason for wearing that fucking Superman shirt. Shout out to Thomas and Lego, okay? Lego, I've never met you. I want to meet you. I want to be friends. I want to fight you in Halo 4. I want to beat you. I want to kill you. I want to eat you. Ah! Okay, another shout out. Shout out to Amber. You a cutie, okay? Next one, shout out to these dogs. They cuties. Yo, I don't know if you can see those dogs. Probably couldn't. Too dark. Alright, next one. Shout out to Emily. Emily for having a vagina. Okay, shout out to Amy. Amy for living in Las Vegas and then complaining about living in Las Vegas. Yo, shout out to Greg and Anthony for showing up at Hannaford's right before I got off work so I could talk to them when I got out of work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, one more shout out to me for showing you guys my nostrils all the way through this video. So, yesterday Thomas asked me to reveal in my video the best day of my life. And I thought about it a lot, because good things really don't happen in my life very often, and most of the things that I do remember are negative. So, it took a lot of time, but I think I've decided that the best day of my life was August 2nd of last year, because I was getting ready to go to a pretty well-known college, UAlbany. It's in Albany, New York. And it's a decent school. It's got a lot of partying, which I don't really do, but I'll call it just a kind of party. But I was there for an orientation, and, when I went there, I wasn't really worried about leaving my friends and my family. I was pretty okay with it, but the longer I was there, the more and more I realized that it kind of sucked dick, because I was going to be sleeping in a room with like 6 or 7 guys. I'm not very keen on, having 6 complete strangers lay next to me. So, I guess the best day of my life is that day, because that's when I decided, I really just don't want to do that. I don't want to move away from my family and my friends, and I decided not to, and as it turns out, none of my actual friends moved away, really. There was, like, one guy, and we don't really talk that much anymore. I mean, I still think he's my bro, and if I saw him, I'd probably talk to him, but, what can you do? But all of my best friends stayed, like, right in Pine Bush, except for Emily and Amy, but, Amy left way before I made a decision to go to Albany. I already knew she was leaving. So, yeah, so that's probably the best day of my life so far. Here you go. So Amy, your dare for tomorrow is to get in front of a camera and just put on as many shirts as you possibly can. Or, like, as many as you have, I guess. I don't know how many shirts you have, Amy. You could have, like, 2 shirts and completely obliterate this challenge by just putting 1 shirt on top of the shirt that I hope you already have on. And then you win. There you go. That's your challenge. Good luck.